Hey guys, it's Athena. I wanted to participate in Creole, which is very fun getting to know you tag. And I knew that I would use it as an excuse to not do work this weekend. So I went ahead and recorded it now on my way to work. So I want to apologize for the bumpiness and any annoying noises. It's a rainy day and I've got this giant, do you see this thing? This thing just swings around. I didn't know that thing was so big when I bought it, and it does kind of make a funny noise sometimes when I record in the car. But anyway, the video that follows is my response to the very fun tag. As always, I can't just seem to answer things in a quick, concise way. I got to give you the background knowledge and as much freaking detail as possible. I think it's a teacher thing. Yeah, I feel sorry for my kids. I'm a little long-winded. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you have not participated in this tag, please do so. It's only 10 questions, and they're fun. They're not even necessarily witchy. Yeah, you might have a witchy answer for some of them, but it's not even a witchy tag. It's I get to know you tag. I think the more we get to know each other, the closer we can be, you know? So, thanks Creole, love you, and I'm looking forward to seeing other people's responses. Multitasking, happening now. Question number 1. What is your favorite time of year? This one's hard for me because pretty much every season at some point I say, this is my favorite time of year. But if I had to narrow it down, gosh, I don't know if I can narrow it down further than saying spring and fall. Spring I find exhilarating because it's the world coming back to life, the new growth on the leaves, the flowers, the way everything flowers and blooms before it turns green, the trees and bushes and all that. Just the excitement of new. I always enjoy beginnings and new things more than endings, and that doesn't, I don't think I'm unique with that. But it is really about equal with fall. I think the only reason I might choose spring over fall is the joy and the newness compared to fall is more of a nostalgic. Like, fall tugs at my heartstrings more. I love it because it's magical and it's witchier, and just everything about fall is just gorgeous. And I think the other thing that is going to push spring over into the winning category is now fall has the added sad part of my mother died on October 1st. My birthday is October 2nd. October has always been my favorite month, so now that month is just so messed up in my feels. It's messed up in the feels. So yeah, that's question number 1. Question number 2, describe your perfect home, I think it was, or your dream home. My dream home, and I really hope where I will live one day when I'm a crone, is a small stone cottage type thing in the woods. I mean, I want to be the stereotypical quintessential witch, old lady witch. Oh my gosh. But a small stone cottage in the woods with ivy growing on it. My house now, which is a bigger suburban brick home, half of the front is covered in ivy, so I am very proud of that. I love my ivy growing up the side of my house. It's so witchy! But, yeah. Sometimes I think Ireland, I would like it to be in Ireland, but I don't know yet. I kind of touched on that during my ancestry video that I did a week or two ago. Yeah. Number 3, if you couldn't be a witch anymore, which religion or faith would you be? I would be probably Buddhist, or it would look pretty ridiculous for me to be Hindu, but I really think the Hindu faith is beautiful, and I would love to learn more about that. I don't know a lot, but what I do know, I really, really like. Again, I would look kind of like an ass trying to blend in, but yeah, that's what I like, that faith also. Number 4, what is the most creative thing about you? I am able to write. I used to write all the time. When I was younger, I lived in a dream world, and I wrote and I wrote. I spent 3 years as a teenager writing one book, handwriting it in notebooks. It filled 3 of those thick notebooks with my big, bubbly, round handwriting. I would write through things. I still write when I am working through something. I did a video about that too last year, and that video was so emotional for me to pull out those old things that I've written as I tried to work through things. But anyway, I used to write fictional stories, and then as I got older, it was more poetry, and it was really dark poetry. And when I'm happy, I find I don't write as much. My most creative self, when it comes to poetry or writing, comes from a place of pain and sorrow and depression. And I don't use the word depression lightly. Somebody scolded me once on YouTube about using that word. That's a tangent. I'm not gonna go there. But bitch, I know what depression is, okay? I have danced with that demon a few times. Anyway, since I no longer really write, I find it kind of hard to answer this question. I don't do artistic things other than my videos. And how artistic are those? I don't know. So I think my creativity is humor. More around people I know. I'm no stand-up comic, but I bring humor into almost every situation, unless I am just full out pissed or something. You know, I don't know. I can work a room. I can get most people laughing. Just little quips I say. There have been those times where someone doesn't laugh, where it's like I do my thing that usually 99% of the time gets a laugh, and then you get that one person who looks at you and you hear the cricket and you're like, oh hell no, okay, you're not gonna be my friend, I can tell. So that would be my creativity. Kind of strange, can't hang it on your wall, but that's it. Number 5, describe something that scares you. I have faced a lot of things that are scary in life and lived through them. I don't have any fears of fire or spiders or snakes or bugs, or that shit doesn't scare me. The 2 things that I am phobic over are the fear of someone choking, not even myself, but someone choking around me. It was always a fear, but then after I had children, and after my first child was born, he had low muscle tone. He's hypotonic. He was a floppy little baby. He had a lot of struggles as he grew up, and he choked a lot. And there is nothing on this planet that scares me more. Nothing. Nothing. Bring it. Bring your scariest shit. I promise you, it will not scare me like watching my child choke. I don't even want to talk about it. So that's that. That's that one. And then the other one has improved a lot because it's had to. But I'm a little bit of a fearful driver at times. Not on a daily basis, but I hate driving in cities, like one-way roads. I hate that shit. I don't have a sense of direction. My internal compass is wonky as F. So not having a sense of direction has added to the fearful driving issue. And then also, I had a wreck when I was 17. I waited a long time to get my license. I was one of the last kids I knew, the last of my friends who got a license, and then within a month of driving, I had a wreck. And I wasn't hurt, but it was still pretty bad, and it was my fault. That on top of all those videos they forced us to watch in high school. This is before I knew about being an empath, but we were forced to watch hours of those torture videos, those real life footage videos of car wrecks and body parts. And I've mentioned this in a video a year and a half ago. It still sticks with me. The one with the dude and the steering wheel was in his rib cage and he was moaning. Holy shit, y'all. That effed me up. Okay. So, all right, those are my two phobias. Anyone choking, but especially my children. And then driving in a city. Number 6. Who is your hero? For the longest time, my mom, and I won't go into great details about her except for, she really demonstrated what unconditional love is, even when I was not a lovable person, and even when I couldn't love myself. She loved me, and she accepted me. No one else in the freaking world did for a while there. I mean, yes, they had good reason. She had good reason to want to not speak to me, but she loved me. So she's my hero. And then my dad. He is a flawed person, like all of us are. He made some mistakes, and yet he was a really wonderful husband to my mom, especially when she got sick, which she first got diagnosed like 14 years ago. Oh my gosh. He's a hero. He's a hero who is still hurting and heartbroken. Beyond that, my first husband, Matt, I've known him since I was 17 years old. We were, he was my first love. He was my first everything. And he is a wonderful person, a wonderful father. He was a wonderful husband. As I said, I have made some mistakes. Okay, depressing. Yeah, people in my life are my hero. I have lots of people that I admire and look up to also. People who have changed my life, even though they don't know it. Oprah. Literally, Oprah has changed my life. Yeah, I could list a bazillion. Number 7's about an animal you love. And the way Creole framed it, it was a pet that he had. And so it didn't sound as much like spirit animals or animals you really are drawn to, like from a spiritual perspective. So if it's pets, I feel like I've had several dogs over the years, but it was my dog I had between the ages of about 12 and 22. She was a Boston Terrier named Roxy, and I called her Boo, which everyone I love I call Boo. Although I called her Boo before Boo was a thing. That's before everybody started saying, he's my Boo. She was Boo Bear. Oh my gosh, I love that dog. I don't have any pictures of her, so I can't like include them on here. I mean, I do, but not on me right now, so. But yeah, and you know what? She is the only pet I've had that I've loved like a child. Ever since her, I've always had children, so any dog I've had since her has been the dog, you know? I mean, I love the dog. I don't want anything to happen to the dog, but I haven't been able to feel the same kind of true love that I had for her. I loved her like I would love a soulmate or a best friend. You know, she was my everything. She was the best puppy dog I ever have had in my life. Number 8 is about soulmates. Do you believe in soulmates? I believe that we live multiple lifetimes, and I believe that with some people we incarnate with again and again. I don't buy into the one true love soulmate anymore. I used to. My first husband was that forever until suddenly he wasn't anymore, and it changed. And yeah, I've been deeply in love a couple times, so I know there's more than one possible romantic soulmate type person, but I really think that they're more important is your soul family. And there's a couple people I've known in my lifetime that they definitely feel like they're a part of my soul family. I don't think that person has to be related to you. And here's one more thing I want to just say, and I know other people's experiences will differ, but if I had to name my greatest loves, the love of my life, it would be my children. I had no idea before I had children the level to which my life and soul could be wrapped up in another person. I thought I knew, because I'm an obsessive lover kind of person, but nothing compares to the love for me, nothing compares to the love for my children. They are my true love. Number 9, would you rather create art or view art? I think is the question. I would rather view art at this juncture. I don't see myself as very creative, and that can be a fixed mindset that I'm working on. But yeah, I love to be inspired. Like, I will rewatch Molly's videos, her speak videos, especially the video about her grimoire. I think I watched that thing 10 times. I get so inspired. And Eric Silvermoon's art, when I see his art and watch the process, it inspires me then to go create. So yeah, I would definitely like to view art or be in the presence of art and beauty because it inspires me. Number 10. This one's awkward. Creole. Why you gotta get people talk about their bodies? Come on. Okay, number 10. Describe your favorite part of your body. Has anyone yet done the whole, I love my big, round, fat eyeballs? Okay. I don't know what my favorite part of my body would be. I'll tell you what I've gotten the most attention over the years, like what other people have complimented, is my height and posture, because I'm 5'9", and I've always stood up really straight and not hunched over, which I didn't realize that was a thing until, people kept commenting on, wow, you have great posture. I was like, thanks. Is that a good thing? Yeah, I guess so. And then my smile. Now, I never was super into that, but I've gotten a lot of attention over, like, when I was younger. I think I frowned a lot when I was a teenager, because I can remember a few people saying, "You're really pretty, but you're so much prettier when you smile." And I was like, whatever. I don't know personally what I would say. I like my hair. I definitely feel like it's a security blanket. It's something that's changeable. And if you think about it, not much on your body is very changeable. Yes, you can add to it. You can add tattoos or fake tan or lose weight and gain weight, but it's not the same as hair. And I gotta tell you right now, yesterday I listened to an extremely interesting podcast. It is the newest incarnation of Stuff Mom Never Told You. There's 2 new hosts on there, and yesterday's episode was all about hair and the importance that hair plays in women's lives, women specifically. And there was an emphasis on Black women and hair, and it was fascinating. So now I have an even different view towards hair. But anyway, that I guess would be my favorite thing, although it's not like super healthy. A lot of what I do is just try to mask how damaged it is in between haircuts, which I only get once or twice a year. And then when I go, I'm like, I want you to cut it, but it to not look any shorter. So yeah, hair. Lastly, the most difficult question of all: which came first, the chicken or the egg? The egg or the chicken, or the chicken or the egg? I liked Poochie's response when he said, "That's a doofusy question." I love that he uses my elevated vocabulary of doofusy. Technically, I think the raptor dinosaurs or something came before, right? Aren't the birds incarnations of dinosaurs? I don't know. Let's go for chicken. I'll go for chicken. Chicken came before eggs. It's a weird question, isn't it? If you really stop and think about it. So philosophical. Well, that's the end of that tag. Thank you, Creole, for coming up with something fun to do. It was quite enjoyable. I like watching other people's responses. Pretty funny. And I also hope if anyone else out there has a kid who can answer some of these questions like Poochie did. That was really fun to do with him, and then I would love to see other people's kids answer, like Alvine getting her cute little baby doll on there, her little boy. I would love to see what he says. He is adorable. Plus, just hearing him talk, his accent, oh my gosh, melts my heart. Makes me want to kiss the computer screen. Okay, have a great day, and thanks for watching. Love you. Peace.